Hello, my name is Dimas Santoso and you can call me Dimas. So today I want to talk about the main idea and key sporting from the video Steve Jobs 2005 Stanford commencement address. The main idea is Steve Jobs' true story of his life. So why I choose this main idea is because Steve Jobs say he want to tell three story from his life.
Today, I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it. No big deal. Just 3 stories.
So there's a tricky sporting about the main idea. The first is connecting the dots. So Steve Jobs started the story how he was born and adopted by a humble family. Even his father and mother were not college graduate, but his parents promised he will go to college someday. And 17 years later, Steve Jobs did go to college. But after 6 months, he decided to drop out. After he dropped out, he decided to go to Rich College and take calligraphy class. And after 10 years, Steve Jobs and his friend designed the first Macintosh computer, and it was the first computer with the beautiful typograph. And he say, of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when was I in college. But it was very clear looking backwards 10 years later. Again, you can connect the dots looking forward, but you can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future.
Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college, but it was very clear looking backwards 10 years later. Again, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future.
The second key supporting is about love and loss. After he found what his love, Steve Jobs and his friend was start Apple in his parent garage when he was 20. And after 10 years, Apple had grown up from 2 people in the garage into a $2 billion company with over 4,000 employees. And then he got fired. For a few months, he didn't know what to do, but slowly he realized he still loved what he did, so he decided to start over. During the next 5 years, he started company named Next and Pixar, and fell in love with an amazing woman who became his wife. Pixar won on to create the world's first computer animated feature film named Toy Story, and the most successful animation studio in the world. After that, Apple bought Next, and Steve Jobs returned to Apple. And Steve Jobs say, "Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. You got to find what you love." And that is the truth for your work as it is for your lovers. And your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, don't settle. As with all the matter of the heart, you will know when you find it.
Sometimes life's going to hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. You've got to find what you love, and that is as true for work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, and don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it.
The third or the last key supporting is about death. When he was 17 years old, he read quote that went something like, "If you live each day as if it was your last, someday you will most certainly be right." And it made an impression on him, and since then, for the past 33 years, he looked on the mirror every morning and asked himself, "If today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I'm about to do today?" And in 2004, he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and there's no cure for certainly this type of cancer. And he's lived with that diagnosis all day. And he say, no one wants to die. Even people who want to go to heaven don't want to die to get there. And yet that is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it. And that is as it should be. Because that is very likely the single best invasion of life.
No one wants to die. Even people who want to go to heaven don't want to die to get there. And yet, death is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it. And that is as it should be, because death is very likely the single best invention of life.
So that it's from me. Stay hungry, stay foolish, and thank you.